There's one skill that I want you to focus on if you're looking to develop your serve coordination chain and you're looking to move that racket efficiently, effortlessly, and quickly around your body. Let's talk about it. So the issue that most players have is they struggle to be able to rotate their body, which in turn stops them from being able to rotate the arm and the racket around the body. So before you focus on shoulder over shoulder or cartwheeling the shoulders or anything fancy like that, you have to be able to rotate around yourself, to be able to transfer weight, to be able to pivot and go from the back foot to the front foot and rotate your body. Once you can do that, once you can comfortably rotate around yourself and the shoulders are rotating nicely, the racket can follow that path. So to execute this, you can just think about pivoting. And what I mean by that is you pivot to this back foot, front toe is on the floor, and then you pivot to the front foot and back toe is on the floor. So there's this rotation here that allows us to go from loading the back leg to rotating to the front leg and rotating the body. So we go from loading to rotating in and having our body facing forwards. If you can do this with your feet, you're going to be able to rotate your body, and that's going to make it a lot easier to rotate your arm and the racket around your body. So again, watch the feet. Now if we take a look at it from this angle, you can see that again I'm just going to rotate my body, but by the end of the swing my spine angle is pretty straight. I'm not going to be leaning over like this, like a lot of people will be. And again, that happens because they can't rotate around themselves. So again, pivot to the back foot, to the front foot, rotate around, and you can see my spine angle is relatively straight. Because I'm able to rotate around my body, I'm able to move the racket quickly, and I'm able to do things like this. Pronate, snap it through, all because I have space and I have the ability to rotate through. If I was to be sideways like this, it's hard to do these movements. So we see people coming through and using their wrists, and just basically they're in the way of themselves. So rotate around yourself and try to move the racket quickly so that we can get this kind of movement coming through the serve. And that racket is now traveling quicker because I've given it a path to follow, and I'm able to move it quickly around my body because my body is not in the way. Now what I find interesting is this is not unique to tennis. I'm going to show you how it's not unique to the serve when it comes to tennis, because on the forehand we have to rotate in the same way. That's for another video. But also when you're playing golf, if any of you have played golf, you're going to have these same issues where you're trying to load the dominant side of your body. That's where the power is coming from, and you need to get to the lead side at the right time to be able to rotate your body and to move the club around your body efficiently, effortlessly, and quickly. And once you get that pivot and you understand how to transfer weight, you can start to move things, whether that's a golf club or a racket, around your body easily. Now when people are debunking this way of learning the serve, they talk about how when I come into the serve here, my shoulders are relatively flat. So I'm not in this position like you'll see from many of the pros, where the right shoulder is way above the left. And that seems to have people believe that I'm going to miss a lot of balls in the net. But none of this really matters, because this isn't the end product. This is just a way of developing a technically sound serve. So even though I may just rotate around and my shoulders are pretty square, and I don't miss many serves doing that, it doesn't matter if that's not quite what you see from the best players in the world. It's going to develop a smooth, coordinated motion. Now the other issue may be that your elbow comes forwards a little bit, especially if I'm really demonstrating a sort of, I don't want to say beginner serve, but sort of the more of a beginner you are, the more I turn into a forwards throw, and that elbow comes forwards a little bit there. which again will not happen with the pros who are going up to get it. But just get used to rotating around yourself, because we can then start to go up and over and around. Once you can keep the back foot on the ground like this and hit it pretty hard, you feel balanced, you don't feel like you're falling over. What you can do next is this. Now feel like that leg goes back. Now it's pretty uncomfortable to keep it there, so what you may want to do is feel like the shoulders rotate, the right leg, if you're right-handed, goes back, the back leg goes back, and then you end up coming into court to regain your balance. So here we go. I'm actually going to show you a kid that I just worked with, helping him to have this beautiful coordinated service motion. He probably demonstrates it better than I do. He's 9 years old. Check this out. Beautiful. What's really interesting watching this kid serve is he doesn't quite have a continental grip, but we're able to do this smooth coordinated service motion with a slight Eastern grip. Once he's got this down, you can tell he's going to be a great server. Then we can start to develop a continental grip to hit a little bit of spin on the ball. That grip's going to help him to achieve that goal. But if we do it the other way around and I say, hey, mate, you need this continental grip, and now he starts to hit like this and all that kind of funky stuff, then you develop bad habits. So develop the ability to just move your body in a smooth, coordinated manner, and then you can add all these things on top of that. Now what you might want to start doing is jumping a little bit. Once you've developed this service motion, you can rotate around yourself and you want to hit it a little bit harder. We're loading this back leg, we're transferring to this front leg, and we're going to get up and around ourselves, right? It doesn't matter if the shoulders are relatively flat doing this. That wasn't in. That was a good serve. Before you go, I'm going to leave a link in the description below to my serve coordination chain video guide. Check it out. It's going to walk you through the progressions all the way from beginner to a very advanced serve. And if you follow these progressions, you're going to know exactly what you need to do next time you're on the practice court to improve your serve. You don't just have to watch YouTube videos and choose random things and throw stuff at the wall and hope it sticks. This is going to walk you through it all. You'll know exactly what you need to do to get your game, your serve, to the next level. Talk to you soon.